Is this a great event? A little motivation, something different for the city, right? You know Richmond needs this, let's be real. Who checked their car doors and make sure it's locked twice when they left the car? Right. So this is definitely important, especially for our youth, to help them and let them know that there is, a better way, okay? And so I grew up in Richmond. I grew up in Highland Park. Anybody know what Highland Park is? I grew up in Highland Park, and I had a lot of challenges growing up, okay? Besides the obvious that I'm short. In school, I had, in middle school, you had where you have to do the PT test, the physical education, right? Y'all remember that? Anybody been in middle school before? You got to run a mile and stuff like that. Well, every time I would get out there, I was having chest pains. And so my mom actually took me to the doctors, and what they found out was I had chronic asthma, and I had bronchial asthma, so I had an inhaler. I also was allergic to a lot of things, but then also I had a heartburn. So I was just a sneeze from being a bubble baby, right? But one of my passions was I always loved to run. I loved to play basketball. I loved to play football. I'm short, don't trip. I'll get you on the court, all right? But the doctors told my mom that I probably would never be able to play sports because of all the symptoms and conditions that I had, which is understandable. But that wasn't what I wanted. And so what happened was, when it came to where you had to do the whole physical test with the pull-ups and push-ups and things, the teachers told me to go to the side with all the other kids who had health problems. The problem was that's not what I wanted, because I really didn't feel like that was my life. And so instead of doing that, I actually got out on the track and I actually started to run. After the first 2 laps, I got a lot of chest pains and I could barely breathe. And I had this small voice to tell me to keep going. I didn't know what it was then, but I know what it is now. And so I kept running and I ended up finishing the mile within 7 minutes. So I actually have broke a school record, right? And I said all that to say this, that something like that, it may seem like it's a simple story, but the doctor gave me suggestions based off of what other people did, what other people's conditions were, what happened with other people's symptoms. But see, yet me, I didn't want to suffer with that, so I rejected it. Before when I ran and I thought about the pain. The next time when I ran, I thought about what I wanted. I thought about my joy, which was playing sports. And I went on to play sports, everything that I wanted to do except professionally. But see, I don't know what you guys may be looking to do in your life. I don't know what you may be looking to achieve in your life. I don't know if you're someone that has a dream of your hairstyles or whatever it may be. But what you got to understand is you can't give up on the race. Understand the race is not given to the swift, but to the person that endures. We know that. So you got to understand, you're going to run through pain, you're going to run to pain, you're going to run away from pain. And people are going to talk about you. You're going to have haters, no matter what your dream is. But don't worry about the haters, because your success will be the biggest middle finger you can ever give them.
That's right.
And so it's important that you learn to stay focused, because it's not about you anyway. There's someone watching. Some of the people that criticize you are really praying that it works for you so they can work for them. So they'll have the same ambition to do the same thing. So people are going to call you names, but they'll call you blessed, and they may call you for alone if you keep going and become successful. I read this once where it said the richest deposits are not in banks, they're not in treasuries, they're in the grave. Songs never sung, books never written, talents never given, ideas never created, because people took them to the grave. And so understand this, God gave you life, so don't give him the excuse for why you're not living it. And so what you got to do is, you got to die empty. So what I want you to do is say, punch your neighbor and say, I'm going to die empty. Not tonight. But what I want you guys to understand is, whatever your passion is, whatever it is that you want, whatever it is that you want to do in your life, don't allow the haters, the naysayers to keep you from achieving your dreams. All the things people said that I couldn't do, I did. Me and my wife are business owners here in the city, shameless plug, and you can reach us at josephfountainonline.com. But the thing that I want you guys to get the most out of this is that whatever it is that you're trying to achieve, understand that God has a plan for you. And if you're not sure about what to do, just trust him and he'll lead you. Is that fair? And so whenever you get down, whenever you feel discouraged, wherever you feel like you can't make it, I want you to get in the beast mode. All right, so I want y'all to snap the beast mode. Say, punch your neighbor, say, So snap in the beast mode so that you can become successful, so that you can win, so that you can show your family, show your kids that it's possible. And don't let anyone take that away from you. No one has a heaven and hell to put you in, so who
That's
cares what
right.
people think?
That's
And so
right,
what I want you guys to
Mookie.
do is, I'm just going to share this quick story, and I'm going to be out your way. That's all I have to share. There's a gentleman named John, and he passed away, and John went to heaven. And when he got to heaven, the angel took him through to show him, just how beautiful heaven was and where everything was. But over in the field, John saw a warehouse that had his name on it. And the name had his whole full name, said John on the door, and he was interested. Well, what is that? And the angel said, you know what, John? Don't worry about that. Let's just keep going over here so I can show you some other things. But John ran over to the warehouse and he opened it up. And when he opened up the warehouse, it had all these boxes with his names on it. And he asked the angel, well, what is this? And the angel said, well, these are all the blessings that God wanted to give you, but you were too fearful to move forward. And the spaces that are empty, they went to somebody else because they took the job and you didn't. So what I say to you guys is step over fear, move forward, accomplish your dreams, and it can happen. That's the time.